Yeah, come. We love brothers.
Hey, first and foremost, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yehovah, Baal Shem,
Yahweh.
Yehovah Shai, Baal Shem, Mekopadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where we learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the whole holy light, starting with the 144,000 individuals who consist of the servants of the prophets who have been ordained since the foundation of this earth to sing the true song, which comes to the gospel, which will be preached to us also comes to us. Blessed upon the Lord, and the multitude, men, women, and children faithful, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, shalom, Allah, Hajjah, and Akbar. And once again, we're back out here, fiery trials 144, over here in Lowell. So we've been given the opportunity, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim outside, all right, to come out here on the front line, all right, and prophesy the downfall of our final captivity, man, and herald in our Messiah, Yahweh Shai, man, and to warn you, Jake, all right, to let the heathen know that it's condemnation unto you, all right, starting with the son, the so-called white man, you have the price to pay, that you cannot pay, all right, with anything carnal, all right, it's going to come with your visitation by our power. He's not going to meet you like a man, all right, and you're going to realize at the end of the day, you made a dreadful mistake with putting your hands on the apple of his eye, man. And we have some information today through the spirit tonight, early evening, going into an article, going into war, man. Hey, 'cause that's the time we're in. We're in a time of war. You know, we're in a time of prophecy. See, ultimately we understand that three major prophecies are pretty much on fire right now. Okay? The Paragma, right, which is the MOTB, pursuing the Revelations 13:16, the mark of the beast at the rice, the size of a grain of rice. Okay, that's going to be part of this new central banking digital currency. All right, that's going to be part of the financial system of the world. You see, it's going to be a digital currency, and it's going to involve that device. You see, that's a major prophecy on the scene right now. Okay, you have what? World War III on the scene being talked about, man. You can go into articles, you see, you can go into information, Google information, Google World War III. You're going to see Putin, you're going to see the West come out, you know what I'm saying? And hey, before all that, Jacob's trouble, which is going to go hand in hand with this device. Okay, and it's called Jacob's trouble for a reason, because Jacob is short for Israel. Jacob's name was changed to Israel back in Genesis 32. Right. After he wrestled that angel, man. So this is talking about these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Don't get it twisted. This trouble is going to rest upon everybody here, but it's going to lay on you, Jake. It's going to lay on you. The Lord's going to open up on you, man. How? Through the modern day Assyrian, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You got it, brother. You got something? No, you got something like I thought you had your sword. I thought you got something. You got something like
Code.
What you got, brother?
Isaiah 34.
Isaiah 34, you got it, bro.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 4. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Right, what do you think gonna cause that? Some missiles. That's right. You see, read that again from the top of the
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 4. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Right, keep going.
And all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Yeah.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea,
Right.
and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Right, the sword of the Lord are those missiles, man. Those missiles is going to the Yahweh Bashim outside. Try to do that. Hey, you got Jeremiah 51? Or Jeremiah 50? Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 25. Before you grab that, I want to also highlight what's in Isaiah 34. Idumea, okay, is the Greek and Latin way to say Edom. Okay, that's talking about Esau, who is Edom, pursuing the Genesis the 36th chapter. Right. You see, the people of the Lord's curse. And how do we know these people are cursed? And one easy observation you can use is just pretty much gaze upon them. Okay? Gaze upon them. You see, you got a warning light. You got a warning in the form of that crimson. And that's a warning light. That's a warning sign. You got the toxic, the poison. That's the toxic, toxic poisonous. You know, and hey, don't get it twisted. You know, this Israelites are gonna look like Esau. You know, because we've been scattered. You know, but again, we'll know the spirit by the spirit. And at the end of the day, the reapers are gonna do the separating. But for the most part, the identifier is that crimson red that comes forth.
And two other points I want to make, right? When you look at what the Lord said twice about her, you know, before she even gave birth, before they came out of the womb, he already hated Esau. That's a curse. And for two, when he came out the womb, what did Isaac say? I wasted away as he.
That's it.
Esau, man, wasted away as he. You know? That was the first time we seen a little preacher like that. He was like, what the hell? You know?
Right, that the curse of the wicked is in the house. No, I'm sorry, the curse of the good is in the house. Right, of the wicked. Okay? You know, you go to Genesis 36, man, go to his genealogy, bro. All right, Esau is made up of many tribes. Amalek being the chief of Esau, which are those small hats, those nickel hats, over there in our land, claiming that they're us, humping walls and circumcising little children with their mouth. Right. You got it, brother.
There's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, I'm going to start at 22.
Moving that sword that's big in heaven, like Isaiah 34, those are the weapons of the vacation, man, the mystery, man.
Start off at 22. A sound of battle in the land and of great destruction. And that sound of battle is being heard through the media. You know, there's all this wartime, these threats of nuclear destruction. You know, Putin over here threatening the West. The West, you know, acting proud, sending weapons to Ukraine. You know, all this thing is leading up, man. Hey, and through the spirit, now that I'm bringing up the media, I just found out that the American CIA is blaming Iran for the attempt on Trump. So what's that telling you, man? And I don't believe it for a second, but they gotta blame it on somebody if they fail. You know, we know what's going on behind the curtains. But guess what? That's gonna lead up to a retaliating action, you know, down the line. And guess what? Once they set it up again, who they gonna go after if they succeed? Iran, which is gonna open up the doors for Russia and everybody else to come in and get in the mix.
That's right.
And then they're gonna have to bring in NATO, and that's how all hell's gonna break loose. So the narrative is already being set, you know, for World War III, for the eyes that can see it through the spirit.
That's it. And that's what that's what Esau always does. He always
Right.
Right, so he can wiggle around
Right.
and do his dirt in the background. But now we're in the time now when he's saying, hey, no one believes you, man. When you go on these comment boards of these different news feeds and articles that come, you got people talking about how, you know, hey, you know, highlighting the global elite. You know, mentioning how, you know, this is a false flag. X, Y, and Z. You know?
They point the fingers at each other.
Yeah, that covering cast, that veil, pursuing the Isaiah 25 is no longer over the face of the people, nor the nations, man. The Lord, the Spirit of the Lord is resting upon the planet in the form of this Holy Spirit, resting upon his men first and foremost, and then bringing forth this testimony, man. This is revealing evil people. He can't no longer hide himself. Isaiah 47, he can't hide. There's no more hiding. Now you out here, bro. Your whole guy show. You can see like this whole piece.
Hey, I want to make a point too, right? Because of what you said, like they create the boogeyman for them to justify their actions, but they're doing it through deceit. You gotta understand that these people are playing as if they're God. You know what I mean? They mimic everything that the Lord does. But what they forgot and what people fail to see is that in the scriptures, the Lord has never denied any of his actions from the beginning. If he tells you, I created you to destroy you, it is what it is. What can you do against the creator? You see what I'm saying? Just like what he did with Pharaoh. He hardened his heart to do what he had to do. You see? And he did it through his actions to justify what he was going to do. But the Lord never hit his hand like Esau does. You see? when you have to lie about your actions and you get found out, now everybody's looking at you sideways, like,
Right.
you don't believe shit you got to say, man. You see, and that's how your wizardry, your spells, and all that shit is diluted.
Yep.
You know, your little wand is broken in half, man. That shit don't
Right.
got the effect anymore, man. You don't got
Right.
the same power.
That's it. You got him a lot.
Verse 23 it says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?"
The hammer of the whole earth, and a hammer is a tool, and it can be turned into a weapon, man.
Right.
A hammer can be turned into a weapon. And what does a hammer do? As a tool, a hammer drives a nail through something.
For
So
August,
it's the driving
September, and
force.
November.
And you know the driving force of today's time is the revival of Western Rome. It's America.
That's right.
This is the powerhouse of the earth. How do you know that? The fiat currency is global. It's the world's currency right now.
Right.
But even that's about to change. There was an article I sent you about right now.
Right.
But needless to say, hey, this is what we are, man. The hammer of the whole earth is about to be cut asunder and broken. You got something, bro?
Right. So the root word etymology for hammer is intensively from an onion root meaning to pound.
Woo! See that? And that's what, hey, and this is what the West has been doing since their inception.
Right.
We spoke about this last time, and the brothers that didn't know, Babylon has been at war, okay, over 90% of its time ruling.
Right.
Why do you think that is? Because the rulers are bloodthirsty warmongers.
That's right. That's right.
And pursuant of Revelations 18, by violence is this place going to be removed.
That's right.
Because by violence, this place will be set.
That's right. If I may add, right? When you pound something, you're forcing that thing. When you the nail, to use it better, a nail is not going in there by itself. It's being pounded. It's being forced into the wood, or wherever it's being put in, right? So think about how the Americans gave that cup to give to every other nation. They forced them.
Isaiah 13 comes to mind.
They forced every other nation to adopt their ways, or else use our currency, or else we're going to put sanctions on you. We're going to go in there and overthrow you. You know what I mean?
We're going to delete your leader
Right.
and put a puppet up there
Right.
that's going to do all of our wishes.
God, you know,
Ultimately, us being able to gain access to your resources.
Right.
Because that's what it's always about.
Right.
As we look into the history of the thing, they always wanted the resources of this other land. Man.
Right.
And that's the same thing with Ukraine. Don't get it mixed up. But Ukraine has precious minerals. Okay? Precious minerals are on Ukraine's land. And as a matter of fact, if you can highlight the land, they want to set up shop over there, man. You see, because here it is. If you let Putin in China take hold of that land, which is right, I mean, Russia, for the sake of it being on that side of the, being in this area it is, it's part of Russia. So theoretically speaking, you know, that's Russia's backyard. Let's put it, that's Moscow's backyard. They're in Moscow's backyard. You see, so right. So here it is. NATO wants to set up on Moscow's backyard. If you can't expect Putin to allow that to happen, that's going to automatically trigger a war. There's no way he's going to allow that. That allows them to be able to just reach out and touch it. They'll let him leave the continent. You know what I'm saying? They're right there on the continent.
Right.
You know? So Putin's not going to allow that. It's going to trigger the third world war. Like,
You know, and another way of them being cut, you know, they're being cut through the word. This word is critical, man. You know? And another thing is that the Lord's putting the spirit on these other nations to pull away from their currency and start their own. You know, and what's going to happen when their money fails? They're going to lose power. Hey, remember, there's a worldly saying, right? And, the Locks and them said money, power, respect, right? Once you lose the money, you're going to lose the power and the respect. And you already see that happening, that trifecta happening to America right now.
right, the country that can use
Right.
in the form of a ruble, it's making it's powering up.
Right.
You know it's powering up, and other nations are joining.
Right.
The prince, bro.
And if you cut that hammer, you no longer have a driving force.
Right. Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, out of East Austin.
Right. How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee.
And that's going to happen ultimately
Right.
That's your mother earth, Babylon, Babylon,
It says, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware.
So like it, what was the top of the dollar? Snare?
I have laid a snare for
I
you.
have laid a snare for you, the Lord said. So the Lord, a snare is a trap. So the Lord laid a snare for them. So here it is. You got the NATO in the EU and up in the mindset like, hey, we got this. But, you know, we have the room. We got Ukraine on lock. You know, we got submarines off of this coast. You know, who cares about the submarines on the coast of Brazil by Russia? Who cares? They're so proud. They're like, who cares? We got war over here. We got this. We got that. You know, we got the golden, we got the golden dome over there in Israel. You know, we're group. You see? This is their mindset. But that's a snare. They're in a trap.
Right.
They're in a trick bag.
And the Lord had been laid a snare when Isaac, which is Yahweh Shai, gave him the sword.
Off the gate.
Say, here,
Right.
take that, man. You're going to have to pay for that shit, brother. It says, and thou art also taken, O Babylon.
Right. Now you're going to be taken. Right. Now you're going to be taken by the assembly of great nations from the Lord's country. That they're going to descend upon you and they're going to put that. Further up, right? Further up in this stuff. Jump up at some point.
It says, and thou was not aware,
Right.
thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
So all you're fighting against the Lord, trying to resist the prophecy, trying to use left hand magic, right, to control the narrative, trying to block out the sun, understanding that pursuant of Jeremiah 31, that's an ordinance that they're going to set up, and if that's possible, the Lord will do it with Israel. You're trying to search the depths of the sea, okay, knowing that's another ordinance that the Lord put forth pursuant of Jeremiah 31. You're trying to search out the heavens, but you can't get past the Van Allen radiation belt, understanding that that's another ordinance that the Lord said he put pursuant to Jeremiah 31 that he'll do it with us to be able to do that. See, so the things that you're doing, we know why you got NASA. We know why you got the Space Force. You know what I mean? Well, these peons, they don't get it. They don't understand. They don't know what the hell is going on. They think that you got that big ass telescope just to do a science project. No. Right. You know what you're doing. You know why you have that big ass telescope.
Right.
What you're using it for.
Right.
You know why you're fucking with that collider over there.
Right.
What is that?
Geneva.
Geneva, the water.
Switzerland.
Right. We know why you have these things, man. Because you're trying to tap into the left-hand side in efforts to prolong your rulership, which is slipping from between your fingers because you're running out of time. You setting seconds back on your doomsday clock, it's not going to buy you more time.
Not knowing that the Lord is spirits as well. Everything's in his hand.
Right.
Satan is out himself is under the Lord's authority. But here you are trying to conjure up the minions of Satan. How is that going to work? You know what I mean? Here it is. You got Satan who controls through the left-hand side all his minions through the authority of the Lord.
Right.
But you're trying to conjure up, you know, some demons to try to fight the Lord.
Hey, backing up with, right. Backing up what you just read.
God.
This nigga's in the snare,
Right.
right? He's in the snare. The Lord has you in the trick bag, man.
Right.
There's no victory at the end.
And like I said right here, is you have striven against the Lord, to strive against, is to fight against, to go against.
Right.
You know? Which proves you're the devil on the earth, man.
Right. Shako, what you got, brother?
I
Oh, you still got Salaki,
Yeah.
brother?
Sluggy.
On verse 25 it says, this is the first one. The Lord has opened his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Indignation is righteous anger. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. The Chaldeans. God. The Lord has opened his armory.
Call that out?
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 25. The Lord has opened his armory.
Right, in the form of these silos, man. And you have submarines, you have thermonuclear submarines, man.
Right.
Okay? These missiles, those missiles may not have as far as a range,
Right.
but it's still a nuclear weapon on that submarine. Okay? That's why they creep up on your coastline.
Right.
Because they take
they keep it right now.
Yeah. See? That's why they creep up on your coastline. So now they're close enough. They wouldn't be able to attack you from on the land, but that's what the silos are for. The missiles got that glittering sword that you can read about in Job. You know? That cometh out of the body, man.
Right.
You know? Those are gonna be able to reach anywhere on the planet. Those can lead continents.
It says, the Lord has opened his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
The weapons of his righteous anger. Because the phone chimed in. Because the judgment that is coming, it's all righteous. You see? This is well overdue. The judgment that the Lord's going to bring upon you.
Backing up what I said.
It tells us in Revelation 18, Salakia, that her sins
Have reached to the heavens.
have reached to the heavens. You're overdue.
Yeah. So, just like I said right there, like I said, his righteous anger. He justified it by creating me that way. He had to make a bad guy in order to justify what was coming at the end.
That's it.
But as I said earlier, the Lord never did it again. He openly said it. This is what I want to do. This is all my will. What can, can the father tell the clay, why hast thou made me dust? No, man.
Right. You're subject to the Lord's will.
Right.
You're subject to the Lord's will. There's no way around it.
That's right.
And ultimately, you're going to find that out the hard way.
That's right.
You know, because apparently you think you're in a position of usurping authority over the Lord.
Right, right.
But it tells us in Isaiah 13 that he said, I'm gonna be like the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it 13 or 14?
It's 13. It's 13. He said, I'm gonna be like the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like the Most High. This nigga's crazy. You know? Mine is shocked. Esau's mind is shocked.
Right.
Playing with all that radiation. All you did. You know what I mean? And the science lab.
Said, for this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh power of hope, in the land of the Chaldeans. This is the work of the Lord.
So this is not the works of Esau. This is not being brought forth through Esau's ability or power or mind. No, this is prophecy, man. This is prophecy, which is the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai through the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, man. Okay, at the end of the day, prophecy is going to punch the seat down your throat. And you're in a position that we're crazy. You don't know what we're talking about from my elders and apostles on down. We're just talking out of our ass, right? We're just some disgruntled, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, oppressed, just stressed, right? Spewing madness, right? But here it is, the economy shit. Your president, your ex-president almost got deleted. Now whether that be an effort or not. The one you have in office right now is incompetent. Okay? A famine is on the way. See? Your military is looking flimsy. Okay? Hey, look at it. You step back and look. The spirit of America is gone, man. Look at the last July 4th, man. Man, I wouldn't have been able to sleep through the night while I'm on July 4th, man. You crazy?
Chasing his tail.
Right. Like that whole scenario that played out. With your boy almost getting snaked. Anybody in their right mind could see that wasn't.
Right.
Come on. That was a head scratcher.
Right.
Not to mention the Simpsons played the skit of that.
Years ago. They had that shit already years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
All this shit is planned by Esau. Esau's trying to make his own movie. Like he's playing the Lord, man.
That's insane.
You know? He's creating all all this shit like he's the most high. Right. You know, that's why how we know he's striving against the Lord, man, tooth for tooth until the end, because the Lord is gonna end him. The Lord is gonna end him for that, man. Right. You know? And we can't wait. This damn devil been, yeah, man, this damn devil been been real mischievous for too long. Right. Too damn long, man. What you holding a lot?
Isaiah 19. Can I bring it out?
Let me get this real quick. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 1. I'm going to jump down. Can you spell it real quick? To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. I'm going to jump down to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. That's it. Right? And this is what we are. That's it. This is where the time is up. Right. You know? We're in the time where the Lord has this scale set on the west. Right, right. And guess what? He's going to use the east to handle his business.
I got a different one to back you up. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shai that he hath taken against Edom. Right. And his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
That's it.
Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them.
Right. You see what's happening over there in Israel. Right? You see all the that's not the defense system. They're the defense system. Ultimately, that's what is going in the valley of Yahweh Shabbat. What you got, brother?
In Jeremiah 50, it says the same thing, proving that the Edomites ruled this Babylon the Great America.
That's right. That's right. All it is they're brothers. You got these Western Edomites vouching for their sheep tribe, Amalek. And they're all brothers warring, because you got Russia, they're all Edomites. They're all Edomites. It's a big family feud, you know?
Right.
It's a big family feud.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
And what does it say in Mark? In Mark 8, can we get that real quick? A house divided, right? Babak Shah. Can we grab that real quick through the spirit? Right? What you got, bro?
Joel 3.
Can we grab this real quick through the spirit?
And I'm holding Isaiah 19 if you want me to go to that as well.
Right. That kind. Actually,
Joel 3, prepare war, swords in the...
No, let him bring this up first, and then we'll just double up on that. And then we'll get the article. We'll go from there.
There's the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Right? You go to Genesis 36.
So like, let me read up with you. Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Right. Ultimately, I want to say real quick, in Genesis 36, you go into the genealogy of Esau, okay? That's a, we're going into the family of Edom. That's the whole family, that's the bloodline. See, so that's the house of Esau. You see, and again, we went through it in a second. These are all Edomites feuding. Right. The Western Edomites, right? They're joined with their Amalek brothers. Right. And you have pretty much West and Amalek warring with the big brother Russia. You know? In verse 26. The far east Edomites.
And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but has an end. And we know that Esau is the end of the world.
That's heaven. And that's where we are. This is where it is, bro. See, this house is divided. And we look at it on the smaller scale, over here in Babylon, at what's going on over there in the Senate. You know what I mean? They're divided over there. You know, even though we know Democrats and Republicans, they're probably the same bird.
Right.
You know, but there's a division, there's a clear division, man. You know, within that regime. And then you have the people forget about it. You know, this is gonna be a race war. Yeah, bro. So, hey, you already know what that's gonna bring on. The scriptures just told us. You know, you got the beast divided in the form of the NATO and the EU. They don't agree on everything. Yeah, we got an article the other day going into all the French. Okay? Playing on what? See you later. You know what I'm saying? You know? So come on, man. Hey, Turkey, they've been trying to get into the EU. They've been trying. You know what I mean? But they're going to the Brexit, it looks like, man. You know, so at the end of the day, man, it's clear to see that there's a division amongst the You can imagine it's probably a division in this country. You know what I mean? Like decision making and the next move to make, the next after push, you know what I mean? The next dark, diabolical agenda to execute. You know what I mean?
These people are running out of room, man.
Right.
And that's why everything keeps getting darker and darker. You know what I mean? For them.
Right.
I mean, that lifestyle, no, they're on life support, you know, and their vision is just dimming out.
Right, they're not cohesive.
Right, man. You want me to bring this out now?
Now the brother guy, he got chewed real quick through the spirit. It's gonna fall right there. Fall right there.
Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Right.
Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men.
That's what we're doing. We're declaring. This is what we're doing. This is exactly what we're doing right now. We're letting the Gentiles know the Lord is leading. You're about to go to war, even if you don't want to. You have to force it. You have to force it. Isaiah 13. I'm sorry, 2nd Ezra 13, bro.
They were afraid, but they durst fight.
They durst fight. You have no choice.
Right.
You are going to war, okay? And you're gonna fight.
Right.
Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Your agricultural too. They're no longer going to be worried about bombing and all this other bullshit. That's why they're trying to create synthetic food, seaweed food, synthetic meat.
Right.
Okay, fake eggs. Because they don't have the time to invest. You see? They don't have time to invest in these farms and shit. They're trying to fucking build weapons, man. Missiles. Okay? They need to make a whole new slew of AR-15s for you niggas that are gonna get drafted into that war. They don't got time for the bullshit, you know? Hey, this is where we at. You got it, brother. This is beautiful. Think about it. This is how much hype. Because you have been Russia themselves. They're drafting like what, 30,000 soldiers a month?
40,000.
Oh my goodness.
40,000. No, they're not drafting. 40,000 China. How you call that? They're volunteering to join the military. And mind you, like I said before, these are men that already got established lives, family, businesses. They're working good jobs, they're home. They don't need to go to the military. They're doing it out of patriotism. Right. They're being patriotic, which America has lost that shit a long time ago. Ain't nobody want to fight for this place. So we see the shift of power, right? And when that happens, the place falls, man. Babylon is falling. Woo! Hey, America missed its mark 2 years in a row. They needed 50,000 the first year. They missed their mark. They only got 40,000, which Putin is getting that a month. And then the next year they ramped it up to 65, to try to make up for the year before. Right. And they failed by 10,000 on that one too. See? So ain't nobody want to fight for this place, man. And they were saying, the reports were saying that most of those troops that are joining American forces are just college kids looking for their bills to be paid. But they're not really on that patriotic, let's go to war type mentality. So when they get forced to go to war, they're not war ready, man. They were expecting for them to pay their bill, come back and live a normal life and succeed here in America. Right. See? So when you put that rifle in their hand, Hey, they're gonna freeze, man. They're gonna freeze. They're gonna be food. They're gonna be food for the predator. Which Russia and China, all these people, Iran, all these people are ready for war.
Right.
They're with the shits. They're like, yo, fuck America, man. We tired of this shit.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And I got a quick testimony. I got an overweight Ethan right now that's in the military. This nigga's talking about how he enlisted and he wants to go back into the general. Like the back of the brother. His mindset, he doesn't understand. Hey, it's bigger than that.
Right,
It's
right.
bigger than you going back in there and being
Making a career, right?
Right, he's missing the mark. Hey, you go back if you go back into that life, you better believe, bro, you're gonna be part of that third world as well.
Here it is. You got the other countries kissing their families, kissing their kids goodbye. I might not come back. You know, this is what it is. I'm fighting for my country. I'm fighting for your freedom. And you over here talking about, I'm gonna go make a career. Right. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna ramp up my pay so I could when I retire.
Right.
You're not having that war mind that I might not come back.
Yeah. Because they're so proud and confident that they are coming back. That's that spirit of Esau.
She'll take me down.
You know, like we coming back. We're
Right.
gonna win this.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just a little walk in the park like before.
Yeah.
But if you ever notice, all Esau done is bullshit because he's never fought real major wars. Okay. Besides the Cold War, which he had plenty of help,
Right.
he never fought on his own. And when he did, he always had allies against these other little countries like Iraq and Afghanistan and shit like that. You know, so they make themselves look like they got that authority, that power. But in reality, it's a facade. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Right.
These people are cowards, man. And they always needed allies to win their war.
That's right. And that, speaking of the Cold War, the reason why they even created the NATO, right, which was that was the defense mechanism.
Right.
When they did that. Now the NATO, we're gonna go into it. But the North Atlantic Treaty Organization,
Right.
that was created back in the late 1940s. An effort to come up against who? USSR.
Right.
That's why they created that.
Right.
Come up against the Union, Soviet, see what I'm saying? So that they created NATO back in the late 1940s. That's when we set Cold War. That's what remember that.
Right.
They created NATO in efforts to come up against the USSR during the Cold War.
Right.
You see? So that hey, like your brother said, it was a collage of nations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like over 30 of them, right?
Right.
In efforts to stop the USSR. But guess what? It's not going to be the same as before. It's not going to be a dissolution of the USSR in 1991 like it was before. No. The BRICS nation, which is the revival of the USSR, pursuant to right? The USSR pursuant to the jaw being turned in a hook in his mouth and being turned back. Hey, that's likened unto the USSR vibe.
You know who else? You know who
We're gonna
else?
grab that thing, bro.
America used against Russia, Afghanistan.
Right.
When they fought them 10 years against what's his name? Osama bin Laden. You know?
These stuff knows how to turn.
Oh, come on, man. Look at him. This guy with us is hiding. He's hiding over here, sending billions of dollars to Ukraine in hopes they can interrogate that army. Guess what? I bet you any money that if America succeeded in funding Ukraine, if America succeeded funding Ukraine and Ukraine would at least triple Russia, what do you think America would have done? They would have went in there. They would have started war with them. You know, they would have justified it because Russia would have been crippled and took the credit for it.
Right.
You know, not knowing that Ukraine was the one who did all the dirty work in collapsing them. But since that strategy did not work, you see, now they call it the NATO. If you're the most powerful country on the earth with the greatest military, why don't your ass go over there and cripple them yourself if they're such a threat? Why ain't you going over there to fight? Why? Because you know. You know your time's almost up. You see what you've done to your men. Your men are weak. As the scripture says, your men are as women, man.
Right.
You ain't got no more fighting in over here, man. You got trans men trying to go into women's sports to compete. What type of shit is that?
You're allowing it.
Right. What type of warrior spirit are you coming in when you allowing that type of shit, man? See? But this is your fault. You made your bed, now you gotta lie in it.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 12. Slacky verse 10. Be your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong.
This is like a test the West, man.
Right.
This is unheard of back 15, 20 years ago, man. Unheard of, man.
Right.
But here it is, we got these little Koreans, joy. I mean, a lesson on that a year ago, close to a year ago now. Jumping for joy, bro, like, we can have they got their business, they
War minds,
yeah.
they want war.
Right. This is a nation that had zero to no power in their hand. 15, 20 years ago. Now they got a whole ICP listening and an ally for Russia. Backing them. You see them in the Bentley and Kim Jong-un Bentley chilling? He let Putin ride. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he let Putin ride.
Right. You see them, they were chilling.
Come on, man. Hey, what did it say in Ezekiel 38? That he'll be a guard unto these other nations, man.
But hey, truthfully, they look like some gangsters in that game,
Yeah,
right? But they were having fun with it. They were having fun with it. And you see that they were having fun with it while Putin, and not Putin, Biden and these people are running in circles. What do we do? Send more weapons. Send more money. You know what I mean?
You had what's his name? Ben Nadeshu, you call him?
Ben Nadeshu,
Right? There was a meeting that they were supposed to have with the West that didn't take place, and he got wrong. They pretty much left him hanging. So
Why do you guys think Jesus is the devil?
Why do you think that's Jesus? If you're educated, you gotta ask questions first instead of spewing things out across the street. We're coming out with the Bible. We believe in Yahweh Shah. That's his real name, first of all. The letter J wasn't invented until 500 years ago. He died 2,000 years ago. I don't got his name. We represent the real church of the Mashiach Yahweh Shah. We're the real followers of the one you call God, which is Muhammad. So you gotta ask questions first before you start.
this guy here, you see the image of Caesar Borgia from the Borgia family. This guy's actually a homosexual. He researched, and that Borgia family was a crime family. Okay? And this is an image they set up back in the time of the Renaissance period. Are you familiar with the Renaissance period? It's back like late 1400s. It's pretty much when the West, America, is pretty much being coming to fruition. You know, we're coming over here, killing out the so-called, Native Americans. What is it? Okay, so you're an Ephraimite.
I'm there, same tribe as mine.
Yeah,
So
right
what
here.
we got in common right there with all these people is that the same enemy came and conquered us. And when they came and conquered us, took our language, our land, and our heritage away, this is what they gave us. So we could worship them. That's not in the scripture. Go to Revelation chapter 1 verse 14, he was so-called Negro. How is it that when he was born, they sent him into Africa to hide because the king wanted to kill him? How can a white man hide with black people? Makes sense?
And you may not know any of this history. Do you read the Bible? Okay, so that's good. That's why the Spirit of the Lord got you up there. So yeah, the truth of the situation is, the reason why we have horns on these horns is because this is not the true image of the Messiah. This is the Spirit. This is the, again, Caesar Borgia. This is back in. Okay? But you gotta find out, like the brother said, Jesus, that's Greek. Our Messiah was Hebrew. He was Hebrew. So the true name of the Lord, the Messiah, is Yahweh Shai. That's the true name. It doesn't look like that.
In the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14, it says his head and his hair were white like wool. Those wool is right. Now, even you, if you look at your hair, it's woolly, purple, right? Does that look woolly right there? No, right? That's really long hair, right? It says, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, because he's been blind, so his eyes were red, right? It says in his feet, so his feet are one color. Your feet are the same color as your own body, right? It says and his feet like unto fine brass. You know what brass is? Like a penny. A penny's brown, right? Okay.
Like that's the color of brass.
Right. So does he look like a brass color? No, right?
Watch this.
That's
It
it.
gets better.
As if they burn in a furnace. Now, if you burn anything in the oven, what color does it come out? Right. Don't go back. Dark brown. Right. And his voice is the sound of many waters. So does that look like that description right there?
A dark man with no hair.
Three stripes, right? And I'm going to show you what it reads to look like.
That's a closer image to what he looks like. He's similar to the scripture. We don't worship this or anything of that nature. It's for edification, for teaching purposes.
It's fiction.
Right. This is pursuant to Revelation, the first chapter. Well, Jeremiah 12. This is the closest image to our power.
Now, let me ask you a question, right? You ever heard of
Before you do select it,
Yeah, brother.
this is Yahweh. Because he said people begin to be called God. It's good to know this. Because God is a title.
Right.
There's a true name to the Heavenly Father, the Father of our Savior. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. This is important information. And his son came, who they call Jesus Christ ignorantly. Okay? It's Yahweh Shai.
Right.
So it's Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And this is deadly serious information that can save your life in the days to come. Turn from transgression to repent. Seek the truth and give it a life to see.
Right. So, no, it's all good, brother. Have you ever, so you know about Israel, right? The chosen people of the Lord? They're the chosen. Israel is the chosen people of the Bible. About the whole Bible, Israel is the chosen people, right? So you're so-called Puerto Rican. What about you? Dominican?
Simeon.
Puerto Rican? So
Simeon.
there you go.
So
You
you're
guys
Simeon.
are Israelites too.
You're trying to live from the top.
Simeon and you Ephraim.
Right. You're both even Puerto Rican. We're all from the northern kingdom.
Right. So what I'm trying to say is, we're the children of God, what you call God. We're the children of Yahweh, the chosen people of the earth. When you look at it, right? Let's look at it in the world. Who runs sports? Take out every black and Hispanic out of America. What would sports and music look like? It would have been them, right? So God would have started the earth. But since we transgressed and did this sin against our Lord, He put us in this state that we're in right now. When you go up and down the street, you see how people are drugs, fucked up. When you go to other cities, they kill each other. In all the countries that we reside in, they all, cartels. You go to Puerto Rico, they're killing each other over there.
Right. And if I may, even if you look into circular history,
Right.
like you look into, I was taking it as far as listen. Are you familiar with the transatlantic slave trade? What happened with the so-called Negroes being on plantation, being enslaved? You learn about it in school, very faintly, but they kind of glaze over it. They make it seem as if they submitted themselves. Needless to say, you didn't learn in school about what happened in America with the so-called black people being enslaved, being cotton, and stuff like that. Right? You guys learned about that stuff in school, right?
You guys learned about that?
Yeah. Right, so this is an important information. In school, they're not going to really give you the details, but when you look at it, when you go into the history on your own, look up the transatlantic slave trade. Okay? Now they were stealing the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom, all right, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Judah is the American blacks.
Right. You established that they're not African.
Right, the Judah. This is the tribe of Judah. This is the head tribe, right? You got Benjamin, Levi, right? Benjamin is the West Indian, right? Which are Jamaican. You got the Levi, which are Haitian. Now that's the Southern Kingdom. Now, real quick, they were from the western and northern coasts of Africa, and there's two shipping posts up there still to this day, where they were taking Jacob, selling, and shipping from over here to over here. So the one over here, they have to break the river, and then shipping products that they make, like sugar, cotton, all types of stuff, back into Europe, back into the East. You see? And then the line before that, back in the 1400s, they came upon us, the so-called Native Americans. I'm Native American. I'm from the top of that. I'm a Gallon. I'm a Native American. We're all right? So before they in the form of Christopher Columbus, you see, they came up, they considered it upon us, but he only made it in Central right? Central and southern. But you have America that's whoops, he made the hit, English, right? And the rest of them European. But needless to say, we had a 100-year head start before we started stealing our southern properties. You will be able to get the rest 100 years before that. But that we transgressed and sinned against the Lord. How did we do that? There was a covenant that was made. You said you read the Bible, right? You said you read the Bible, right? You read the Bible? Okay, so the book of Exodus, the 24th chapter, I'm not even going to go read it, you so good. That's the covenant that the Lord made with us, which is a contract, through blood. It was a blood covenant that he made with only the house of Israel, which is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we break that covenant, it tells you in Deuteronomy 28. Okay, Deuteronomy 28, all right, verses 15. It tells you what happens when you break that covenant, if you transgress. There's curses in Deuteronomy 28. It's reflecting on Exodus 24. You see, but we were not supposed to break the covenant, but everything worked out in every single prophecy. But I'm gonna leave it right here. The Lord's not something you guys say, but I'm gonna say this. There's a lot to know, there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to understand, but I do want to highlight this. This is that game. You brothers just walked up. Altar? Did you do an altar? You put up a sacrifice. Now, believe it or not, you're amongst the men that the Lord has sent in these latter days to bring forth this report of what he's speaking to you. This is that good news and glad tidings pursuant to the book of Isaiah, the 52nd chapter. But this is the thing, you have to understand, this is the thing. You guys can get this little thing. So if you guys walk by and you who knows which one of us will offend you? I'll tell you the personally, I feel
I heard it, but I
so you can catch yourself jam later. So this is not like you're taking that. You're not doing it. We're risking our life. We're risking our life to tell you guys the truth right now. So you understand the capacity of the situation that's going on. This is not a game. This is some serious business, man. And this is very important for you guys to know. I'm glad you guys came out and got this out. You know, but we'll try to deal with you as gently as possible. But I mean, this is a lot of information. Or will we give you some information after you can kind of do your own thing and come back if the Lord allows you to on a Saturday or whatever, like the cards for you. But it's gonna get ugly out here, gentlemen. You know, you're gonna see death miracles. People are gonna stop them. You might stop them. That's what's coming. America's gonna be blood by because of what they did to our people on this land. All the blood. Yeah. All of it. It's gonna be a build-up to World War III in the form of the scourges and calamities, which consist of what? The Bible contains famine, pestilence, right? Attacked by animals, right? Civil unrest is coming. There's gonna be a war on the land against the people. Because there's gonna be no food. It's coming to that. You know? This is the reality.
when you're going to escape with the protection of the Lord. You know, and then you get the ball of Jesus and what's your name?
Joey, yeah.
Cody. Right, so I'm over here saying, yo, David, it's talking about you, right? If you're walking out, I'm like, yo, David. I'm walking, you know what I mean? But I'm in trouble. I need somebody to come help me. You know what I mean? But now if I know your name and I call it out, hey, you're going to turn around. Hey, yo, come help me, right? Now you call it on a demon that was erected by our enemy. You know, what I want to get into is, you see all these people on the side, which you guys are a part of. They all went through the same thing, right? Slavery. They got put in ships. They got scattered, sold into bondage. I'm gonna read you this so you can understand. This is prophecy. When you go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68, it says, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
But
again.
push up. Before you do that, can you read 15? So we're going to establish the point I was making.
17 it says, listen, for it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I have commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And then comes the curse, but we're going to show you one that we're talking about, which is slavery, right? When we go down to 68, it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. And Egypt is the house of bondage, meaning slavery, because that was our first, that was where we was at before he freed us, with Moses, right? So it said, with ships. So does that not sound like what happened to us? We went into slavery in ships? Right.
And that Egypt is talking about
Right. America. It says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
a bondman and a bondwoman is
A slave.
Right.
So with these, when they use no man shall buy you for redeeming, the one who's going to redeem us is Yahweh Shai, the son of the living power of Yahweh, right? Which the people, like I said, call Jesus. He's the only one who's going to be able to redeem us. That's why we've been here for hundreds of years, and nothing has changed. They've done the Black Panther movement, the Young Lords, none of that shit worked. Because it's Yahweh Shai's job to take us out of here. So you gotta understand that this is about prophecy. And I bet you any money, no matter how long you follow the church, you know, if you touch the bullshit, God loves everybody, everybody should be obedient, love the neighbor, and this and that, do what I would love, and we will get peaceful amongst ourselves, right? And then we can't put all our forefathers, took
men,
our
women, children.
killed our children, took what do they call it? It's called us niggas and sticks. They'll see us Dominican, right? Until you go back to your country, right? Who are they controlling? How do you understand? You think there's no illegal Chinese people here, or illegal Arabs, or illegal Africans, or cultures? But they know through the story. They ain't nobody. They're right. So the world is the culture. That's why when you see that they deported 700 to 1,000 men, it's all respect. You know what I mean? They go over there in Texas, California, and Arizona, they push the border back, call it Mexico, and then they build a wall. Because this was their land. You know what I mean? You don't see nothing wrong with that? You see what I'm saying? It's all prophecy, because we are the children of the living power, and they know that.
Right. This is the biggest threat to them. You know what I'm talking about? The biggest threat to them. Because now when you wake up, you're like, this shit. You have to move it. You have to realize that what you're saying. You have to understand why something doesn't happen to society. Like this, why they're treating you like that, you don't understand why. They really have to be saved.
When you think about it, ain't you people tired of going to school, getting up to do the same shit, listening to the same shit, sitting there hearing this bullshit? Right? Because they force you to do it. To learn what they want you to learn. That's why you would never know that. That's why you came up and said, oh, why you think right through the devil. Because you see, because they won't educate you on the truth. They'll blind you with lies, man. That man was over the people, you know what? Just like they do. That's like, they just painted it, and it's called iconoclasm, right? Let me get one more before we move on, because we don't want to feed you too much. Right. But I'm going to show you this, right? In the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, it says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked is the righteous. Check this out. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. The wicked is the righteous. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. It says going to cover the face of the judge, and that's the judge right there. And the saints, which is the Israelites, the disciples, and all that, right? And it says, if not, where and who is he? So if it wasn't the husband who did this, then who's the one who did it? We don't see no Arab Jesus or Chinese Jesus or African Jesus.
We're only fighting up against this one.
This image, right?
That's what you're
right.
That's he's the one that
You
did
don't
that.
see the Hispanic Jesus or nothing like this. This is what he came with. Right. You know? And that was more for us to worship him.
That's that, like white supremacy.
Right.
That's what it boils down to, white supremacy. To make it seem as if melanin, you being dark skinned is a blessing. You know, something fighting, or something fighting, you have to crimson, like their blood comes forth, their blood comes forth. Like they have no melanin. So if some burns them, you have to protect them. That's what you gotta read. You gotta get into the scriptures and understand what's going on. You know, so everything that we're doing right now is the Bible. The Bible is our you know, this is not some ancient book that might happen already. What's happening right now is all throughout the scriptures. We're living out prophecy right now. We were talking to you yesterday because the come up and chop it up with us today at this time.
My man's going is on the Lord.
Yup, that's it. This was meant to happen for you to get the report. Now you got the report. Now it's a good report. Because what you got to understand is that the Lord, there's no, with the Lord, it doesn't care how old you are, how young you are, your condition. Like when it comes to judgment, right? When it comes to judgment, there's no favor. The Lord will judge you accordingly. So now that you have this understanding, that's it. This information right here, where you have access to certain
Hello. Need some water? Should we go ask if they want water though? Yeah.
So now you have the information, you and your brothers. You know, so what you're gonna do with it is on you. You can get exposed to more information, more incidents. You can be at home chilling, be together, going on, see what's good. You know what I'm saying? Like right now you're pressed. You rolled up on the camp, you know, and you're pressed right now. And now you can go home, take that, share that information with them. They can sit down, brothers got Bibles, get your Bible out and listen to what the brothers are gonna listen to.
If you don't, go on your Play Store and download the KJV with the Apocrypha. Because the brothers going to the Apocrypha, which is the 14, I believe the 14 last book, that they took out.
The Bible destruction.
Yeah, the Catholic Church took out 14 books and gave us what we call the slave Bible. And that's when they said they put themselves in the covenant as they when the Hawashad, when so-called Jesus came, they died for the Israelites, they killed themselves. So that's why you're gonna have to educate yourself, re-educate yourself. In reality, you have to throw away everything they taught you here. Because everything they taught you here was lies, guys. All lies, man. All this shit is Santa Claus and Christmas type shit, man. That's all they taught you here, man. Bullshit.
Yeah, hold on, bro. You guys got it. Yeah, man. You guys got it, brother. All right, nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Nice to meet you guys, man.
Yeah, man. If y'all want to stay to listen to a bit more, it's all good. If not, we're here on Saturdays as well at 12:30. You know what I mean? If you go listen, whatever, come through. If you got any questions, if you're confused about something, we're going to be here Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays on around 6:30 to 7, and on Saturday around 12:30 to 1. In the morning, in the afternoon. Yeah, time. So, all right, man. Y'all have a good one, all right?
Take it easy. Be safe, brother.
Joel 3 earlier. Joel chapter 3 and verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong.
Right, like the weak say I'm strong, and we're in the time of war. We're not worrying about bombing, we're not worrying about, any other situation besides blast off, man. See, they're getting ready to blast off. And we mentioned earlier that the weak, as in these weaker nations, that they have come into the position of power. Because technology, man, knowledge has increased. So now these smaller countries are now able to do things
They no longer gotta no longer got one AK with one clip and a license plate covering their chest. Now they got the same armor, same weapons. Now you're on an even playing field. Now they got allies. You know? Before your motherfucking coward ass had a bunch of allies with one country, man. You got that shit. That's like me taking credit when I go up on somebody with 3 or 4 guys and I jump him and I'm like, you see me whoop his ass? Fuck out of here, man. You people are a bunch of cowards, but y'all are about to find out. And that's why you guys are tucking your tail now, man.
You have a little more right there, brother?
No, I think I'll get one more. Yeah, little verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
Right.
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Hey, we're seeing this thing formulating. You got the olive, you got the olive. That's pretty. It's what the downpour out. You got something to say for that?
Yeah, the brother kind of already said it, but
Okay.
but the nuclear missiles levels the playing field. And like you were saying earlier about America and the Cold War, now that these other nations have missiles, America's not as much as that big bully.
Right.
And in Isaiah 14 it says, art thou become as weak as we? Just like we read that the weak say I'm strong.
Right. Go, brother. That's all, brother. You got it.
This is an article from Natural News from 7/14/2024, which was on Sunday. It says NATO's endgame appears to be nuclear war.
And it's not NATO's endgame. That's Yahweh Mahashim Yahweh Shai's endgame.
Right.
Because that's how it's gonna end. It's gonna end via nuclear war. We're gonna actually prove that in Jeremiah 50. We'll close out with that.
The world is at its most dangerous moment since the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. Back then, however, the fear of total destruction consumed the public. Today, few people seem even to be aware of this possibility.
Right, because now everybody's drunk as hell. Luke 17, everybody's in their own world. You got it, brother.
It is easily imaginable that nuclear war could break out between Russia and perhaps China and the West. Yet politicians continue to escalate tensions, place hundreds of thousands of troops at high readiness, and attack military targets inside Russia, even while ordinary citizens blithely go on with their lives.
Right, they blithely. I said blithely, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, blithely. When you get that word blithely, right? When you get that word blithely, you got it. When you get that word blithely, if I'm not mistaken, Shakar, you can grab it.
Sure.
If I'm not mistaken, that word goes into kill. And then kill is living in hide. Like I said, nothing's going on, and everything's okay. Like all up in the front. Matter of fact, brother, you gotta grab that piece of it. Let me grab it. You got it? So not no water, huh? I don't want to stress your points out.
Luke 17, what?
26, if I'm not mistaken.
I got the word blithely for you. Blithely means in a way that shows a casual and cheerful indifference, considered to be callous or improper. Another definition, in a happy or carefree manner.
Carefree, careless. That's the mindset of these people out here, man. They're drunk. Just like in the days of Noe, just like in the times of our life. That's why they're
Luke chapter 17, verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noe, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married, wives, and were given in marriage until the day that Noe entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all.
right, we're going to witness that again today, man. You people ain't doing a little bit more, but you people got to continue to do what you do, right, up until the day the Lord returns, okay? Which is going to come, and it's going to be fanatical, man, how the Lord returns, man. The way the Lord, it's going to be full of theatrics. You know how the Lord wants to live? Independence Day. God is the real Independence Day,
Right.
the real 4th of July.
Likewise, verse 28, likewise also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built it. But the same day that Lot
We're not surprised that you didn't want to keep on living your life, brush up off, that doesn't matter. Because we understand prophecy, we understand this is the mindset that the people are going to be in. But you have to get elect. They're going to hope. They're going to have they're going to hearken. And that's all we care about. We don't care about anybody else. That's why we're out there. In the rain. Okay? Whether the mother gets thunderstorms.
Jeremiah chapter 50. I got a scripture. I got a scripture, but it's not 50. I got a scripture. It says in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 41, I'm going to start at 40. As Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, says the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Behold, a people shall come from the north, a great and a great nation, and many kings will be rose up and the throne of the earth. They shall hold the ball in the land. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their blood shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array.
Battle formation.
Like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon.
Go Google it. Go Google daughter of Babylon to find out who that's talking about, man.
Nah,
And I was like, you know, I got this potato. America, man. You got it, Asha.
hey, and you know, that was the point right there, man. America was about to be disintegrated with 200-meter warheads for the rich chiefs and they have done against Yahweh by sitting on top and his children, mainly the elect. Okay, so get ready. Either you with us or against us. Lord willing, we're still standing tall with the Lord in that day for our protection, our mercy, right? And Lord, and this day can't come quick enough.
I just want to add, if I may, with that destruction comes with that salvation. I just want to throw that in the mix.
Simultaneous.
Yeah.
The elect will be scarcely saved. And with faith, we hope that we can get call that day, man. Lord, what is this edified? And with that, we will give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shai, Hashem, L'Kakudash.
want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Above.
Above.
Kum Yasharal.
Kum Yasharal.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.